Hello, everyone. It looks like we just had lunch. But it's a good thing that I always get the slot where everyone is now tired and kind of bored, you know. So you need to rejuvenate the energy a bit. I have quite extensive experience in IT, but that's not important in today's age when you have AI, because it takes all that experience, throws it away. So what we're trying to do as the city of Johannesburg, we're trying to look at technologies that are going to assist us to actually drive the city so that it becomes a smart city. I think I've got quite a lot of slides, but I'm going to skip through quite a lot. I just want to show you that we've done some work. That's the only intention. So we've got these things, which is basically our focus as the city of Johannesburg. Don't think that because we are officials, we don't know English. We just put some slides together. We've also taken a perspective to make sure that we leverage the money that the citizens gives us. So what we are doing as the city now, we used to have, in fact, in the city of Johannesburg, you've got what we call core, and you've got about 13 entities. So you've got 13 service delivery institutions that all do their own thing. They all have their own boards, board of directors, CEOs, CFOs, and CIOs. So everyone is doing their own thing. Then the city decided to say, no, let's consolidate this without interfering with too many people. So what we did, we looked at technologies that we could kind of create into a shared service. When you look at the technology on the left, it's technology that all departments and entities can use. And then on the right is now specialized for a particular service delivery engine. Like City Power will use SCADA, specific for them. Joburg Water will also use SCADA and pick it up. Then we'll group that, but it will be more specialized for those guys. But like Joburg Market will use their own specific technology that you can't find in any other area. So we look at that, and also transport. The Rea Vaya and Metrobus will use their own technology. So we looked at that and said, let's consolidate it such that you will still have independent technologies, but we can also have technology that is shared. Like, for example, now we use one common Microsoft platform. Whoever thought that we would be using Teams today as a normal conferencing system? Actually, when I was invited, I thought, hey, can I do Teams? But I thought, no, it will be rude. So I thought, let me just drive. So these are the things that we do to make sure that we bring innovation to the city and also leverage the technologies that we have. But the more we do this, the more we need robust technology like blockchain technology that's going to assist us. So if you look at the area where we now bring in the unified comms, does anyone know about the incident where somebody was supposed to complete a transaction, and the boss called, said, make this transaction? Said, no, I can't just trust that. Then they initiated the video conferencing with everyone's faces, everyone talking, and thought, okay, everyone is here, I can then transfer the money, and only to find that it was hacked. All right? So how does blockchain technology assist us as the city to actually advance these things? But also we deal with politicians. So we did this slide for politicians. So is to say to them, we do understand what you want us to do, because they always think that we deal with data and hardware and, networks and things that are not tangible. So we gave them a perspective. We said, you know what, there's COCTA and also as SALGA, there are pillars that you look at: socio-economic, finance, HCM, service delivery, and governance. And they said, but you don't put ICT in the core when you look at these things. And they said, why do you do that? And we said, no, you know what, we've actually deployed technology. And this technology is addressing your areas. So this is technologies that are deployed in the city of Johannesburg, among others. For example, we have SMME reseller software or platform. Very profound technology where we're actually integrating government and communities, where communities can actually resell the services of government. Now you're going to say, but what nonsense is that? People are already doing it. We have what we call gated communities, isn't it? In those gated communities, the communities have decided to say, we don't want potholes here, we don't want debt, we want electricity to be always available, we want water to be always available, we're going to call ourselves Blue Valley or whatever, or Waterfall, and we're going to make sure the roads are clean. You residents, you're going to pay extra money. That's municipal services. Now, the city has developed something called special rates areas to actually address those issues so that we actually institutionalize it and not make it illegal. So those are the things that we are doing. Obviously, you need to make sure that when infrastructure is there, every site where we have the city, whether it's a clinic, a library, whatever, we extend that to provide free Wi-Fi. Therefore, politicians will say to me, we want Wi-Fi here. And Wi-Fi, if I go to Macro or if I go to Hi-Fi Corp, I'll get the Wi-Fi dongle for 500 rands, so it should be cheap. I say it's R1 million to put that thing there. They say you're crazy. But I need to pull fiber from somewhere, bring it there, put the Metro Ethernet, put the LAN, then put the necessary data center or data connector instruments, then bring in the Wi-Fi, bring in the controllers, bring in the support and maintenance. It's a long story, ne? I'll cut it short. But basically the politicians does not understand that we have all these things that we have to do. So we have to indicate to them when we talk about Wi-Fi, there must be a WAN, there must be a LAN, and make it possible. We also have a central service delivery app, very powerful concept that we are doing. So this slide is summarizing all the other slides. So I'll just flip through that just to show you that we did it. So the service delivery app, what it does, you come to the city of Johannesburg. First time you arrive, we've got something called in IT, you call it service request or request fulfillment. So you come, you actually go and find someone in the revenue department who will make you a customer. You go to them, they say, no, no, you are not supposed to come here. You're supposed to go to development planning. You don't know where development planning is. Metro Center is closed now, so you've got to struggle to find them anyway. Then after going to development planning, they say, okay, you need to do your application, and it's a long story, and then you need to go to City Power to apply for electricity, you need to go to Joburg Water to apply for water, you must go to pick it up to apply for a bin. Already you're frustrated from everything I've said. I think I'm running out of time. Ne? Okay. So what we have done, we've developed a technology which was done in conjunction with World Bank to actually develop what we call CPMS, okay, which is for town planning and for building management. So that technology allows you to move away from having 90 days planning process or planning engagement and some brown papers moving along, try to get the plan to be approved. We've cut that. You go online, you apply online, approved through digital signature. If somebody does not participate, it escalates right up to the city manager and the mayor. So that is also augmented by what we call centralized service delivery app, which will be going live very soon. So that allows you to go to your mobile app. So let's say you have traffic lights out. But what was the cause of the traffic lights to go out? It's because some person who was digging for fiber, all right, happened to cut the water pipe. The water pipe affected the electrical pipe. The electrical pipe affected the traffic lights. But also, JRA, you have an open tar road. Yeah? When we dispatch, how do we dispatch? We have a big problem. So this central service delivery app gives us the perspective of the city so that we can then put workflows that says before you start that here's the root cause, go there, dispatch this, but sequence it. You cannot send JRA to go close that when Joburg Water has not gone to close the water. And you cannot send the electrical guys because they'll be electrocuted, there's still water there. Although, so we synchronize those things. So we use the central service delivery app to do that. We also have what we call the IIOC. When I was the CEO at MTC, we spent quite a lot of money trying to get the CCTV cameras to be online. I think, I won't say how much money we spent, but it was 400 cameras in year one. Okay, in year one, it started with three cameras. At least I managed to take it to 400 in year one. Year two, spent a lot of money, took it to 600. Year three, spent a lot of money, took it back to 400. So it doesn't make sense. It's because there's a lot of sabotage, a lot of theft, a lot of vandalism because of lawlessness. Our people don't respect government infrastructure. Our own consultants do not respect the work that they do, because after doing that work, they go and sabotage the same work. Either they steal the equipment, they use it somewhere else. So what we did, we partnered with private sector. I won't say the company, but through Microsoft partnership, we partnered with this company. Suddenly, spending less money, I have now 6,500 cameras. And the intention is to take it to 100,000 cameras. And we want to deploy it in Soweto. But in Soweto, we want to also deploy it in partnership with communities. We are even saying BOYD, bring your own device, so that the communities can bring in the cameras, and then the partner can actually bring in the infrastructure. We interlink that. They send the feedback to the IIOC. We are able to see service delivery issues. We are able to see crime issues. We are able to see optimization issues that we can bring to the city. But it's in partnership with the community, and the community is able to get money out of that, and also service delivery can be improved. I'm not going to talk, so there's more on the governance side, the finance side, ERP, we're using SAP. Now, at some point, we're kind of forced to use SAP for all departments and entities. Now, imagine having a entity or a department with 20 people, the other one with 100 people, the other one with 200 people, and you have to use a SAP monster that requires a minimum of 1,000 people. So at some point we were doing that, and we said, no, this is not going to work. We recalibrated. So we had technology that deals with SAP, the technology that deals with big companies and technology that deals with small companies. Why am I telling you that? Because that's why we're optimizing the money of the people so that we don't waste it. So there's a lot of technology that we are using in the city to actually make our city smart and make it digital. Now we're looking at property management technology, using cameras, using sensors, smart IoT devices to be able to have better management of our buildings, so that we can advance how the city operates and how we operate optimally. A lot of problems that we have. Now, as the city, we report. How many minutes have I got left? I'm a preacher, 2 minutes left. So we have a lot of problems, but everything that we do, we have to report. Now, fundamentally, we need a technology that will assist us such that we can, I had someone talk about automation of compliance. We talk about automation of governance. So meaning our governance should be automated. And this sums up the problems that we have with automating that. And then this is where we need to make sure that the city achieves these particular objectives in trying to automate that. So it goes back to all the technologies that we're deploying must actually correlate right up to the reporting mechanism, so that you don't report performance on what you have put on the spreadsheet, but the performance must come from the root of the instrument. Now, how do we leverage blockchain technology to actually make sure that people don't cheat the system? And that's why we need to integrate that, make sure that we can have connectivity that is always there. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to reach the end goal. Make sure that the business processes are digitalized, institutionalized, paperless organization. And I know that the smile means your time is up. I've got probably 45 slides that I wanted to share with you. But I know that it's in the evening, so I'm not going to do that. I'll stop it here. The rest you can read. I think I can share it with you. All right, and I thank you.